Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 1997 Alumni Spotlight Series. We are so thrilled to have you here with us today. This series was started to give voice to our alumni stories and to showcase their journeys and to bring our alumni and current scholars together. Also, each session will dive into the unique paths of our alumni and to explore the triumphs, challenges, and any lessons that they have learned that shaped their lives. We're so excited to learn and to be inspired today. So, without further ado, I will pass it over to our guest.
Hello, everyone. My name is Darren Francois. I am from the New Orleans CT site. I graduated from Tuskegee University, class of 2022, as a political science major. Abdul?
Hello, everybody. My name's Abdallah Sarsour, and I am a proud college track ambassador. I also go to Riverdale High School, and today we're going to be asking you a few questions. Start off with the first one. What is your proudest accomplishment so far, either personally or professionally?
Okay, so I'm an author. So I actually published my first book at the age of 18. So the book is called College Cash Magnet. It's available on Amazon, Barnes& and Noble, and Walmart. So the book entails receiving scholarship money for low-income students. They can receive scholarships, grants to help them better off in college financially. So that's one of my biggest accomplishments so far. And I receive a full ride to any school of my choice by the Jordan Wing Foundation. When
Wow,
I started college, yeah.
thank you. If you could give one piece of advice to students in college today, what would it be?
Stay true to yourself and always take risks. I believe that taking risks will help you in the long run. Uh, it will get you out your comfort zone. It will help you better on deciding what you want to do in the next 5, 10 years.
Mm,
For
okay.
okay, so for me, taking risks in college actually helped me uh, better off with internships. I actually got the intern with Nike by taking risks. I I I actually was a little scared about applying to Nike as an intern because they're very competitive. But I
Yeah.
said, what? Let me get out of my head. Get out of my head and actually apply. And once I applied, I received the email 2 weeks later saying that I was moved to the next round of the application process.
Do you think failure leads to success? Because as you were saying, taking risks.
Uh huh. Wait, repeat that for me real quick.
Do you think failure leads to success?
Yeah, because I believe this. Everyone isn't going to succeed the first time they do something. So having this failed moment actually drives you to want to do better, do more, have uh have that grinding moment. So
Mhm.
because how would I say it? So me, I didn't get everything I wanted. I had jobs that I didn't get. I got rejection letters, but I didn't let that stop me from actually keep going, applying to this, going to that field, doing this. Actually, right now I'm a marketer, so I do social media management. I work with brand marketing. I work with local brands in the city of New Orleans. So when most of them did, when I sent out my contracts to people, they either stop replying or they go forward with the application. So when they stop replying, they just I wasn't the person that they were looking for at the time. So I had to keep going to taking risks on everything you do.
Yes, that's good. Um, so what would you say that the hardest part about leaving your home, and how did you handle that transition?
Okay, so I went to school in Alabama, so I was, let's say, like 6 hours away from New Orleans. Uh, so me, I was the only child in my family to go to a 4 year institution. Only person in my intermediate family to go to a 4 year institution.
Wow.
So going away from my family was hard at first. I'm not gonna it was hard at first
Yeah,
because
of course.
I'm away from an environment I'm used to. The people I love wasn't near me every day I woke up. But I didn't let that stop me from finishing the end goal. Like, I'm here for a reason. I came here to
Mhm.
succeed in college and graduate.
That's
So
true.
we've stayed in contact. I'll go home here and there from time to time. But yeah, I'll say it was a very cultural shock going to Tuskegee in Alabama, because coming from a city like New Orleans and going to a more rural area, it was
Different.
yeah, very hard to adjust, because say for instance, I can walk from my house to downtown New Orleans, without having to drive. But
Yeah.
there, leaving campus at night was not it was not safe to do without a vehicle.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I get it. Thank you. Um, who were your mentors or role models growing up, and how did they shape your path, especially
Okay.
since you were gone to college?
Okay. So one of my role models was my mother. So watching her as a kid, get up every day, go to work, grind, have raised 4 kids. It sparked something in me. Like, she gets up every she's grinding, she's grinding. That's something I want to do. Like, so me going to college, me having a better life can help me and my family. So watching her just flourish, just waking up every day with a smile on her face, knowing she has to, pay bills, live life every day.
That's true.
Uh, Someone else, I will say, one of my high school teachers. She's a lawyer, so she inspired me to be a lawyer in high school.
Oh wow.
So learning about more about politics, the laws and rules of my state, the country, it sparked an interest. So
Yeah.
especially with entertainment law, international law, especially since I love to travel. So learning more about governments that are outside of New Orleans, outside of the United States, it it brought a smile to my face to see, like, how does this country regulate in in correlation to the United States.
Hmm.
So I feel like she was another person that really helped me better understand, like, the law side of me wanting to actually go to school as a political science major.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Um, so can you share a challenge you faced in high school or college, and how did you overcome it?
Okay, so this is really like a sensitive topic, but we're going to talk about it anyway. It's so my junior year of high school, I lost all of my hair. So I had alopecia my junior year of high school. Um, Going mentally, trying to stay, and then I was in IB as well. So having to deal with school, personal things. It took a toll on my health, mental health, physical health. But I didn't
Hmm.
let that stop me. So I had found, like, a therapist, talked to close friends, express my problems that I had going on. And me going to the doctor, they had to put shots in my head, like, in each spot that they had, to actually help the hair come back out, help the hair
Uh-huh.
follicles come back out. Um, but I overcame that by having that support system. I feel like it was a dark moment, but I can't stay in that moment forever. So I'm just truly grateful and indebted to those people I had around me in that time of need that I had going on.
Hmm. So I understood you were talking about IB. How
Mhm.
did IB shape or make you view your life after taking it? How did it make you feel? Or
Okay,
like,
so
did you get like any new knowledge from it that you used along your life?
most definitely. So going to college, well, being in high school as IB and helping me in college, especially with my writing, like, we had to type a lot of
Mhm.
essays, so it really helped me once I got to college as a political science major, because they require you to type essays on essays. So it really helped me, stay motivated and not stir away from, like, this is going to be hard. This is, very time manageable. Um, as well as that rigorous, you know, course load, having that knowledge beforehand, before even going to college, and just getting there and like not knowing as much as I did in IB.
Yeah, thank you. That could really help. Yes. Um. So, what advice would you give to someone who's nervous about leaving home for college?
Okay, so I'll say this. I'll say take a deep breath. I'll say enjoy that summer. Like really figure out that summer. Like give yourself some leeway. Uh, find those people you can talk to. And actually start looking at programs beforehand that you'll be interested in doing. Because once you get there, those are going to really be your people on campus. That's your village. So when I went to school, I was somebody that went to a school I knew nobody at. So having those state programs, state groups, like I was in the Louisiana club at my college. So find individuals like-minded as myself, from the same area. I got to stay with those people through those 4 years,
Hmm.
feel closer to home, even though I wasn't home.
Yeah, I understand. Did you like the environment, and how did the environment change you?
Whew, so then, okay, so Tuskegee was, like I say, it was a rural area, so there isn't really much in the city of Tuskegee. Um, so really living on campus, you had to really endure those things on campus, like the festivities they had with SGA, the different programs that they had with your college. Like I was in the College of Arts and Science as a poli sci major, so the different events that they had, like be more engaged in those type of events. Since I didn't have a car, so I couldn't really drive around the city or like to closer cities without having to wait on a friend or something.
Okay, okay, thank you. Um, uh, okay. If you could give one piece of advice to college track today, what would it be?
Okay, college. I'll give this to college track students. I would say stick with college track. College track has really impacted my life tremendously. Uh, that would be, receiving as much as resources, the information, the knowledge, the let's see, I think
Community?
the knowledge, the resources, the family. The college track is a family. So
Yep.
college track is a village that I wish everybody had who wants to go to college.
Okay, that's wonderful. Did you like the community there, and how did it help you overcome your fears or struggles during the time where, you know?
Okay, so with college track, I didn't really know much about college before I went to college track. I knew of like I want to go to college, but like the fundamentals of actually like how scholarships and how grants and how loans and how those schools that you want to attend, what are their requirements. Like with college track, they really embedded like that information into you. Like they gave you that information, they helped you with the information, they took you on tours. Like they want to see you succeed. So that's how I feel like as a community, they want you to succeed. They want you to win. They want you to pass on the information that you have to the next person, to the next.
Mhm, I get it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Um, how important was family or community support for you during your college journey?
I would say family was very important. Family, friends, college track community in college, because since I was alone in college, like I had that support system with receiving information from my advisor, about funding, about being on campus, housing, and with my friends, actually having those people around me, like because I'll say this: in college, you need a support system. In college, you need those people around you that help keep you on track.
Hmm.
Um, Especially when I went to Tuskegee, I had a group of friends like and from different organizations that I were involved in. They helped me in a humongous way. Uh, Yeah, that being said, I really, I really would encourage to have a support system in college.
Interesting. Do you think knowing people beforehand and prior, like knowing everything before you go in is like really good for you so you don't get stuck?
I feel like that's a plus, but as well as I feel like it's always good to not know everything because it's good to help build character development. Like being on college, actually find new people to
Mm,
actually engage with. Because everyone is is different. I
that's
went to a school. I went to all predominantly black school. But me being from New Orleans, being from the South, they were very they were very different because people from Los Angeles or up north or Atlanta, like they may look like me, but we all were different. So they all had different things to give to one another. So that's why I feel as knowing beforehand, it could be a plus, but I feel like you should really just go in and experience being a freshman. You know,
hmm hmm Do you have a quote you live by?
not not really,
Mm,
but I do listen to a motivational speaker from time to time. His name is Larry Ivan, and he's a local motivational speaker in New Orleans, and he speaks on helping the POC youth in education and like learning more about being young men, being those future leaders. So he's one person that like motivates me to keep going.
that's nice. That's nice. Um, and one final question: what is something you wish you had known when you were my age?
Great question because when I was a teenager, when I was 15, 16, technology was very, very different.
Yeah, of
so,
course. Yep.
so with me being in the marketing field, with social media and stuff like that, being monetized off of producing content wasn't really a thing when I was in high school. So having that now has really, drawing more people to produce content, produce different informational guidance towards for other people on those platforms. Uh, with something else, especially with ChatGPT, like it wasn't as big as it was, and I know a lot of people now use ChatGPT to work on things. So I wish I had that as a guidance in high school to help me better develop essays and like with structure, than what I have now.
Mm. On, oh, man.
Oh no, you can go ahead, Abdallah.
Honestly, like people my age or like how I view the community around me, they use ChatGPT as a source of help, but not as in help to help them understand, but to give them the answers. Do you think that's helpful, or they should like learn from it?
I feel like it isn't help. It's helpful to an extent. I feel like just copying and pasting what they give you is wrong. No, you should help. It should use you as a guide. It should be as a guide for you to want to whatever you put in Chat GPT, like get a sense of understanding what it's saying out of it, but don't just copy and paste and take someone else's answer when it's not yours.
hmm hmm All right, one final question. This question I want to ask you:
Hmm.
what is something um, you would say to the viewers right now? It doesn't matter what age they are, something that they can continue living by and use to their daily life.
Okay, I'll say this. I'll say continue being you, being authentic, taking those risks, not letting anyone shy you away from what you really want to do in life. Dream big. The sky's the limit. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you to Darren for sharing your authentic self and your authentic journeys. Again, A special thank you for Abdallah for guiding the conversation this afternoon. And we appreciate everyone in the audience for being here to celebrate their journeys and their achievements within college track community. We are building a powerful network of scholars and alums who are living a life of opportunity, choice, purpose, and power. And you were able to experience that today with Darren and Abdallah. So we look forward to seeing you again at our next Spotlight in November. Thank you, and we will see you soon.
Thanks so much.
All right.